I would kind of just shut it down or pretend like everything was fine. But then I would get snarky, or I'd get snippy, or I'd give an attitude, or, just that kind of stonewalling, that kind of thing. And of course, that would blow up into, it just was really bad. It's,
Wow. I
yeah.
mean, this is unbelievable. Like, there's so much to unpack here, Loretta, because I mean, I only think of you as this sweet, kind, emotional, like sharing feelings. And I know you've said before where it can be difficult, but now I can completely understand where that comes from. I mean, this was someone you were so close to. It was like a parent to you, and you weren't even told that she died, and then it was made to be like nothing. And then you were all told to shut your feelings off because your dad had already been through too much. Like, unbelievable. I'm just so curious, were you able to shift some of this and
Yeah.
like really be able to tap into your feelings and not be so afraid of them? Because I can imagine they were overwhelming, just sitting in there, not being able to really feel into them.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you mean with the ant situation, or just
In
um
life, like, I know who you are now, and I know like you really are an emotional person, but I can see where you had to shut it off for so long. What made you shift?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because for a long time, everybody else's feelings were more important than mine. That was kind of the, world view, right?
Yes.
And to be honest, I had a really bad breakup, my relationship before my husband, a really, really bad breakup. And it was the final straw. I was like, I cannot live like this anymore. I never, something needs to change. I am ready. I am willing to do whatever I need to do to change. And I actually hired a coach. I started working with a coach. She wasn't a relationship coach. She was actually a mindfulness coach. She still is a
Mm,
mindfulness coach. And, that's when I started really understanding. I had already been to coaching school. I knew things logically, but I didn't know it in my heart. I didn't know it in my body. But yeah, after working with this coach, I really began to embody the idea that feelings are okay. It doesn't mean anything about us as human beings. Like, just because we're mad, or we're sad, or we're disappointed, or we're frustrated, it doesn't make us any less of a human being. It just makes us a human being. Like, that's
yeah.
part of being human, is like experiencing this life in this world, you know, on this plane with through emotions, really. And
Yeah.
you can't, Brene Brown always says you can't selectively numb. You can't only not feel the bad feelings and think that you're gonna ride high with the good feelings. It doesn't work that way. And so working with that coach and really getting in touch with my feelings and owning them, and honoring them and loving them. Like,
Yeah.
I love now that I feel so deeply, because I think that it allows me to connect with people easier.
Mhm.
It allows me, closer, deeper, have compassion. I love that I came into the world sensitive. I really do, but I didn't before. Before, it was like I hated that part of me.
You wanted to hide that part of yourself.
Wanted to
Yeah.
be like a robot. I wanted to be
Hmm.
a statue, just like,
Well, not even wanted to. I mean, you were told to, basically. You were told to do
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Wow.
exactly. Yeah.